Hello, children. Welcome to my English class. Today we are going to study a poem Wind of class 9th, which is written by Subramanya Bharti. Poem Wind is a very popular poem. First of all, we will read it. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors family. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Subramanya Bharti, translated from the Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan. Now, this poem written by Subramanya Bharti explains about wind, that it comes very softly, but it creates a lot of destruction. When it comes softly, it is good, but when it blows very hard, it breaks the shutters of the windows, it scatters the papers, it throws down the books from the shelf. So, the wind creates a lot of destruction. तो यहाँ पर पोएट ये कहना चाहते हैं कि जो विंड है वो कई तरह के नुकसान करती है और जो कमज़ोर लोग हैं, कमज़ोर चीज़ें हैं, उनका वो मजाक उड़ाती है। तो यहाँ पर पोएट का एक मैसेज है इस पोएम में कि अगर हम चाहते हैं कि कोई भी हमारा मजाक ना बना पाए या हमें नुकसान ना पहुँचा पाए, तो हमें बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बनना पड़ेगा, माइंड से हमें स्ट्रॉन्ग रहना पड़ेगा। तो यहाँ पर पोएट ने एक सजेशन भी दिया है कि अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपका घर विंड के कारण गिरे नहीं, तो हमें उस घर को स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाना होगा। विंड यहाँ पर एक सिंबल है चैलेंजेस ऑफ लाइफ का। विंड सिंबलाइजेस चैलेंजेस ऑफ लाइफ। जो हमारे लाइफ में आने वाली मुश्किलें हैं उसे विंड से सिंबलाइज किया गया है। तो हम अगर अपनी लाइफ में आने वाले चैलेंजेस को ओवरकम करना चाहते हैं तो हमें बहुत ज़्यादा माइंड से स्ट्रॉन्ग होने की ज़रूरत है। वी हैव टू बिकम सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंट and we should face the challenges of life with great strength. So there are certain literary devices which are used in the poem. We will discuss them one by one. First of all, free words. Now if we see this poem, we will not find any rhyming word here. The last words of every line, they are different from each other. We will not find any rhyming word. So this means that the poem is written in free words. Second is anaphora. Anaphora means when particular words are used in consecutive lines, like use of don't. If we see the poem, we will find in the second line you see, don't break the shutters of the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf. The continuous use of don't in three consecutive lines, this is called anaphora. Again, if we see these lines, you tore the pages of the books, you brought rain again, you are very clever, use of you in the three consecutive lines. So again, use of you again and again, and use of don't. This shows that the literary device anaphora is used here. The next literary device is personification. In this poem, wind is personified. Personified means when a non-living thing is considered as a living thing. Here, the poet denotes wind with the words you, he, his. Such words are used in the poem. These words generally they are used for human beings. So we can say that here poet has used personification. Next literary device is repetition. Repetition of same word many times. Like if we see crumbling word is used 6 times in this poem. So crumbling is repeated again and again. So literary device repetition is used in this poem. Next literary device is alliteration. Alliteration is repetition of consonant sound in close connection like wind, winnows, want, what. Now all they are having was sound. So use of such consonant sound again and again, if it is repeated, then we call alliteration. And next literary device is symbolism. Here wind is symbolizing something. Wind is a symbol of challenges which come in human life. So challenges in life, it is symbolized by wind. So we can say that symbolism as a literary device is used by the poet here. So we have seen that the literary devices used in this poem are anaphora, personification, repetition, alliteration, symbolism, and this poem is written in free verse. Glossary is given here. You will find the meaning of some words given in the poem. Poking fun means making fun of. Crumbling means crushing. Rafter means sloping beams supporting a roof. I hope this poem is clear to you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.